So it's day 74. Left Front Royal. Spent an extra day there. My left foot was really bothering me. I was having a lot of sharp pain on the top of it, but got a neoprene sleeve for it and rested it and iced it, and doing a lot better today. So anyway, pretty easy hiking through here. On our way to Harper's Ferry. Probably be there tomorrow afternoon. So anyway, real pretty walk right through here. I'll flip it around and got just not sure what these are, but all through here, really pretty flowers. So anyway, that's about it. Probably some rain this afternoon, and heading to a campsite. So see you when I get there. So, as you might be able to tell just by listening, I'm really glad I practiced putting my tent up in the rain the other day, because today I had to put up my tent in the rain. So it worked out well. Everything is extremely dry. I haven't put my mattress down yet, or my sleeping bag, but you can see the whole thing is completely dry. So it worked well. Got everything in here I need. Got my backpack. Actually, I got everything in here that I have. Have my backpack underneath the vestibule. Shoes, same. Always knock my shoes off when I put them on in the morning. Make sure no little critters went in. I have two wonderful leftover sandwiches from Flying Dutchman. He left and went to Washington, D.C. For some touristy stuff, and then he's going on to Chicago, which hopefully he's going to hook up with Alex Wiedemann, and he's going to show him around a little bit. So anyway, that's about it. I'm going to eat some dinner and call it a night. So see you all tomorrow. So it is sunrise, day 75. Beautiful morning. You can see the sun shining on the trees behind me. I'll flip this around. Sunrise coming through the trees. So it is absolutely gorgeous. I think I am going to just, oh, here, I'll show you my campsite too. So this is where I walked in on the trail, and this is where you walk out on the trail. Back, that goes over toward Harper's Ferry, and then this is the campsite that I just threw my tent up like very quickly. It was pouring rain. Everything is wet on the outside. Inside was totally dry, but now everything's pretty damp, just the way the morning is. Chilly. So I'm not going to cook breakfast this morning. I think I am just going to pack up and hike into Harper's Ferry, because that'll kind of take the chill off and dry my, I'm not wet, just damp. So anyway, congratulations to the 8th grade graduating class of 2023, Evelyn and her classmates. And a early, well, it might not be that early by the time you guys get these videos, but a early birthday wishes for Cole. So hope everybody's doing well, and see you all down the road. So here's something probably you don't get very often, is taking your campsite down. Most people don't really talk about that. They talk about putting it up. Probably one of the key things is your stakes for staking down your tent. I always take those out first, as long as it's not like well, even when it's windy, still take them out. And count them. I count them as I take them out, clean them off, put them in a bag. Then the rain cover gets unclipped, taken off, laid down. This one folds in threes, and then the tent goes on top of the rainfly. The stake bag and the pole bag go on top of the tent and rainfly that are laying down, and then you roll them up onto the inside and stuff it into the tent bag, and that's it. So that's how you take your camp down. And you see here, got my stuff sitting there. So as soon as I get this rolled up, then we'll be done. But it's not unusual at all to find stakes at a campsite. People leave them. They forget them. So always count them and put them in the bag first thing, and then you don't end up leaving any behind and being short down the road, down the trail. So anyway, that's it, and see you down the trail. Another thing you can do is when you're taking your tent down, when you get it to this point, at least this type of tent, where it is, back up a little bit. So the rain fly is off, the ground cover is disconnected. You can just lift this up and shake it out. So you know that way it didn't leave anything in your tent. And also what I do is before I even set it down, I zip it back up. So there's nothing inside your tent, nice and clean. And then the other thing is these poles so I just set it down then on the ground cover where I'm going to fold it up. So you unclip everything. So I'll pause this while I'm unclipping. You don't need to see me unclip everything. So now the bottom of the tent under tension from the poles. So if you just started taking them out of the holes that they're held in right here, your tent's going to slide off in one direction or the other. So what I do is I'll put my toe right on the edge here and hold that while I unclip this one. You can see that. That's kind of hard to do when I'm holding the camera. And then that takes the tension off of the pole, as you can see. And then I just unclip this one here. Again, kind of difficult to do one-handed with holding the camera. But there we go. And then I take the tension off of the poles and just let them lay down like that. And that way your tent kind of just stays right. It's not a big deal, but it makes it a little bit simpler. And then the tent stays right on that ground cover. I fold the tent over, collapse the poles, put them in the bag over there. I put them all right here, roll it up, and then we're done. And I'll pause it again, and you can see the finished product here. So here is the finished product. I keep my tent on the. Hang on a second. That's a little bit easier to see. I keep my tent on the outside of my pack. It's not quite on the bottom, so if I sit down on a log or a rock or something to rest, I'm not sitting on my tent. But it's on the back of it. And then I always take the drawstring here and I tuck it in underneath this strap so that it doesn't snag on anything while I'm hiking. And then most importantly, whenever you get to your next campsite or over lunch or whatever, when the sun comes out, you hang it out and let it dry out, because it is, even though the inside of the tent I was totally dry all night. It's a great tent. Big Agnes is the name of it. I am going to make a suggestion to them though when I get back, that they make so they've got kind of color coded things, but like the bags are the exact same color as what you're putting in the bags. So sometimes when you're trying to stuff stuff in, you can't tell if you've got a hold of the bag or for example, the rain cover. So I'm going to suggest they make them still color coded, but they do like a couple of shades different on the color-coded things. So the things that are orange, you got a dark orange and maybe a light orange. The things that are gray, you got a dark gray and a light gray. So anyway, and then I keep my ground cover attached on the outside in this bag here, so it can dry out a little bit too as I'm hiking. Anyway, that's about it. See you down the trail. Oh, here we go. I love hiking this time of the morning. Quiet and peaceful and just really nice. But I thought I'd show you the trail, even though the map shows us as nice, flat, you know, not a lot of climbs or hills or anything else. It still becomes as trying to find a foot placement on these rocks. Talk about ankle turns just about on every step. So it's kind of slow going, but that's okay. Just take your time and like I say, watch your foot placement. But anyway, see you on down the trail.